Hi, everyone. So this is Mike with Palms to Pines Para Sports, and I want to welcome you to Getting Everyone Moving, a weekly Zoom interview with people who are involved in the adaptive sports field. And today we have Will Rogers. Hey, Will.
Hello.
Good to see you there. So, Will, can you tell us a little bit about your life and how you came to be an adaptive athlete?
Okay, well, it started when I was in my young 20s. I had late onset type 1 juvenile diabetes, and everything went well the first 10 years and was following, taking my shots, testing my blood sugars, and then issues started happening. First, my eyes in 2003, they did all kinds of lasers and uh, got my eyes seeing pretty much. They weren't bleeding. The blood vessels were popping. And so it was really difficult. After the lasers cleared up a little bit, but they wanted to go back in and correct the cataracts and things that the lasers caused, which then I fell into a coma. I lost the vision in my left eye. It never reattached. I was in a coma for 10 days, and things really started moving after that. After I got out, didn't have time for the eye doctors anymore. I was in renal failure. So I started dialysis for 4.5 years, and I was stage 4 renal failure. So it was pretty serious. Got on a transplant list through Loma Linda. I was able to get a pancreas and a kidney. Thankfully, somebody was kind enough, my angel, they set me up. And after that, I been moving along. I started attending the Braille Institute, got a little taste of some outdoor activities, did a little whitewater rafting and stuff at a camp for the blind, and some skydiving. Got out at the Braille Institute. A few years later, I had ran into issues with my leg. I lost my right leg below the knee, amputation, in 2016. So then I was back in that box and came across some people that let me know about it was my prosthetic man, Lee. He turned me on to another group of athletes that I later found out went to a veterans event up in by Lake Hemet, Pathfinders Ranch, I believe. Did a veterans festival. Got on a recumbent cycle, and that was it. I was free. I was out of my box. It gave me a purpose to get out. Not only did it really get me physically active, but it brought me into groups of friends that really showed me that there's nothing that limits me except myself. I am very active outdoors. I love camping, backpacking, fishing. And now that I've been introduced to hand cycling, I just recently received a hand cycle. I received a grant thanks to my friends at Palms to Pines Parasports and Judy May that helped me get this grant to get my hand cycle. And it's awesome. I've only had it for about a month and a half. Jerry Alcorn set it up on a trainer. He's the one I purchased it from, and he's really been a big help, along with other friends that ride with us on Saturdays. We ride out a couple times a month, and now that it's cooler. We're in the winter time, so it's perfect out to get out and ride. And it's really opened the world. I mean, I can't now. I got hand cycling on my mind. I can't think of all the other stuff I do, but I also do bocce ball, and it's a assisted adaptive sport like bocce ball. Really enjoy that. I got into archery and really miss that. It's closed down recently because of the COVID virus, but I expect it to start up again in the new year.
So
And
you've participated. I mean, you're someone that I've known for a little bit more than a year, and you participate in every sport. I mean, did you ever have any fears about, participating in any of the sports?
well, I was kind of shy. I guess that's one way of putting it. I had this attitude where I can do the physical parts myself, but when it came to depending on other people to help guide me, especially with riding the cycles, I'm legally blind and didn't think it would be possible, but it's really showed me true love when these friends, they go out of their way. So it was tough in the beginning, but I've developed a group of friends that want me to be there with them, and that makes me okay with all the help that I receive. It's only possible because of all my friends at Palms to Pines and family to get me where I need to go. And it seems to be working. I'm been able to show up to so many activities, and it's because of the love of my fellow riders and athletes. They really look out for each other.
What advice would you give to someone who maybe has recently had, an amputation, someone who's had an accident? I mean, how would you motivate them, to get involved?
I want to say, it's a tough spot to be in, when everything's new, you don't know your limitations, and you're but try. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to be able and just try, and it it's so enlightening, I want to go back, and there's sports where I'm not too fond of, I want to say I don't want to. The basketball is awesome. I love learning the little tricks, but when it comes to finding the basket, and so I do draw lines with actually. Well, I will attempt, but it's awesome to try, and then you go from there. I get a lot of encouragement, and but I want to say, you got to push yourself a little bit, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You become so much more independent when you relearn how to ride a bike, and that's basically what I did, and it's a little different, but it's relearning the joys in life. And I feel getting outdoors, get out and moving is one of those joys. It doesn't have to be all something active where you're physical, but just getting out and going for a short hour hike, and doing some meditation, some stretching, it really, really opens the world. I mean, you'll find your passion by trying.
So, well, tell us a little bit about your family. You have a son and a daughter, and you're a grandfather too.
Yes, yes. I have a daughter that's 36 today. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Crystal. And my son, Jared, he just turned 30 in June. And they are big supporters. I mean, when I go to events, they're the ones that are with me, you know. Now, they are so supportive in everything from me going grocery shopping, you know. And I sometimes resist, you know, because I need to push myself. But it's wonderful to have family, my kids, my brother and sister. They live. My sister lives with me, so she helps me a lot. And my brother, he lives just a couple doors down. So family is important, and getting them out there with me. I can't get my sister to come out with us, but my brother's come out more than a few times, and he enjoys the outdoor activities too.
So Will,
Oh, and my
yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
Pax and Yo. Okay, yeah, I have Pax. He just turned 6 years old. I got him a bike already, but it has training wheels, and he don't like training wheels, and he's not good enough to ride it on by itself. And Neo has a scooter, so when they come over, we're out and about. You know, we're not necessarily on my bike, but you know, I love trying to show them how I used to be able to ride a scooter.
That's great. So I'm sorry about that. So, what message would you like to leave our viewers?
I want to say live, love, and learn. You know, if you try something, you know, then you know. But it is so wonderful to have be social with friends and getting out. I mean, that's really important. You make so many connections, you know, that don't even have to do with being an athlete. It's just that there's so much in common. It's such a small world, and enjoy it, you know. So please, you know, uh, open your arms and give the world a taste, you know. If you don't like it, go on to the next thing. It's a wonderful thing.
So we want to thank our guest today, Will Rogers. This was our very first episode of Getting Everyone Moving. Take care, everyone.